Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today is just a quick editorial lifestyle shoot with TALLULAH. Shot a little bit of behind the scenes on the FX30. Pretty much everything else is going to be shot on the Alpha 1 with the 35GM, 50GM, and the new 70-200 G2. Had the opportunity to shoot recently with TALLULAH. She's a friend of mine and a really talented model based in Sydney. She wanted to update a few of her headshots, but wanted something a little bit more editorial, something a little bit more art-driven. TALLULAH had already been in the water to get her hair wet, but we started with some close-up portraits on the 51.4. Spent most of the day shooting at f2.5, as it gives me enough depth of field to really kind of show where we are, but enough depth that I'm getting the whole face in focus. You can see I'm getting a variety of focal lengths. I think this is really important on shoots like this, that way you're delivering a lot of variety to your client. And then we moved back into the pool. TALLULAH said the water wasn't too cold, so she was happy to be in there for quite a while. And I shot a bit more of these kind of like lifestyle, more editorial images. And then we had to wait for this old bloke. Working with water is generally really hard because you're getting a lot of specular highlights, but then also a lot of reflections. I could have used a polarizer to darken this water. However, I was shooting this on the 70-200, which I currently don't have a filter for. Regardless, I was really happy with how the images turned out. I don't think the brightness of the water really became an issue in these images, and in fact it elevated the overall look, meaning that I could get a little bit less contrast, meaning that the images overall were just a little bit more moody. After the pool, we transitioned back to some shooting on some of the rocks. And you can see I'm not using the EBF too often for a lot of these shots. I found that shooting into the sun, I'll tend to use the EBF a little bit more, but I find that by looking through the screen on the rear or the LCD screen means I can make eye contact with the talent, kind of engage with them a little bit more, helps make it a bit more of a safe and fun and relaxed environment for everyone. Luckily, this headland was kind of sheltered from the light, so you can see the lights emanating from behind her, again using a bit of a more like a hair light, but it meant that I wasn't dealing with any harsh direct sun on the skin, which obviously means clipping is a lot easier and exposing for both the background and your subject becomes more difficult. This made life a lot easier. That's pretty much it. That's a wrap.